Hey, there we are. Hey, everybody, how you doing? Good to see you here this morning. Maybe where you are, it's afternoon now, a minute after 12 here on the East Coast. Go through the chat here and see. Premonition, how you doing? Kia, Rennie Warren, and good morning to you, Linda Webb. Hello. Yeah, Premonition, they send that 30 minutes ahead, or they're supposed to. It doesn't always work that way. I've gotten notifications during a show, and then I've even gotten ones after it was over. So your mileage may vary, but yeah, people do indeed have 10-second attention spans anymore, and that's thanks to the internet and TikTok and junk like that. Hey, Euphemia Manzer, good to see you back. Let's see who else we got. Daniel Belcher, fellow New Englander. How you doing? Yeah, Vine was kind of the same thing. I'd forgotten all about Vine. But some things catch on, some things don't. Lindsay, LMT24, how you doing? Hope you're doing good there in Utah. Gory Tiger, good to see you back. Sweetly Morbid Bear, how you doing? Hey, Lee's here, First Floor Audio. How you doing, Lee? Good to see you. Melanie Deisenroth says, hello, Steve, Nicole, and everyone else. I sent out your wax melts there yesterday, I think, Melanie, so you should be getting those just any time. You're a New Englander, too, so it won't take long. Hey, Be More Busker, good to see you back with us. Hey, Rockin' Robin Bird, good to see you. I'll get that book resent out to you as soon as I go to the post office again. Anna Saprek, how you doing? Glad to see you back. Olivia Taylor, hey there. And there's my beautiful wife, Nicole. Hello, sweetheart. She's having coffee with us, but she's off camera, of course. Dunkin', usually ubiquitous. It's here. It's a thing in New England. You got to drink Dunkin'. That's just the way it is. Andrew Moreno, how you doing? Good morning. Renee Cruz, good to see you. Haven't seen you around in a while. Glad you're back. Hey, Kathy Gamby, thank you. We enjoy putting it on for everybody. Yeah, don't tell anybody, but Brooke Steele is watching at work. That's going to be our little secret. Just don't get caught, buddy. I'm glad that you have a job where you can sneak and watch YouTube. Let's see who else here. Be the Arrow. Fly straight, hit your target. Is that how you be the arrow? Good to see you. All those melts are a Christmas present. Depends on which candles you're looking for. Let me know. We're in contact with Samantha, the lady that makes those. If there's any that are sold out over there on the Etsy store, we can. I think she may have some already made up. I don't talk to her. Nicole talks to her, so we'll find out for sure. But let me know. Drop me an email, stevestockton81@gmail.com. Let me know what kind of candles you're looking for. And I think, like I said, I think she's got some available. And I'll check over there too and see. I'm not sure what's sold out and what's not. Let's see who else we got here. What did Daniel say? Yeah, there you go. You're looked at weird and almost shunned if you don't look like dunks in New England. It's really a thing. And in fact, the very first Dunkin' Donuts, I can't remember the name of the little town, Amherst maybe. This town in Connecticut, or I'm sorry, in Massachusetts, where Dunkin' Donuts began. It's up near Boston, that area somewhere. But that's where Dunkin' Donuts originated. So it is a New England thing. Hey, Party Shrimp, good to see you. Doing great. Living life to the fullest. It's actually, it looks real sunny out here, but it's cold. It was, I don't, let me see what the temperature is. It was 20 something degrees just a little while ago. I took Mulder outside. Now it's warmed up. It's 31. It's almost freezing. It was 20 something this morning when I got up. I can't go back and Says the low was 26, but I think it was lower than that when I got up this morning. 24. And Friday, it's going to be 51 degrees, unseasonably warm here in New England. It's going to be raining. And rain Saturday, Sunday, Monday. And then Monday night, rainy mix. And then Tuesday morning, snow. Now, that's what it says right now. So we shall see. Looking forward to some snow and some cold weather. It snowed a little bit here a couple of times. The tree goes up Black Friday. After the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade, technically, that's when the Christmas season starts. When Santa Claus arrives at the end of the parade, that officially brings in the Christmas season. But the tree goes up Black Friday or thereabouts, and then comes down New Year's Day. Let's see, who else we got here? Slowboy Whiteboard, good morning. How you doing? And hello to Nicole and myself. Good to see you. Yeah, those were some just awesome. I mean, Nicole just keeps knocking them out of the park. It's a team effort. She and I are the team. We do everything. We get together and spitball ideas back and forth. I help her with the research. She writes everything. She does the majority of the research, and then it writes everything. I narrate it, edit the audio, put the video together. So sometimes it takes us a little while to get a new video out, but I hope it's worth the wait. Olivia Taylor says it's in the 60s there in Oklahoma. Party shrimp in Georgia. What part of Georgia are you in? I know coastal Georgia. It's warmer a lot of times than it is other places, but I've spent some cold weekends in Atlanta before, back in the day. A werewolf, good morning. And had Mr. Donut before. Yeah, there's like Dippin' Donuts. There's some other variants that kind of worked off of what Duncan was already doing. So, yeah, it's real windy here and blustery, Melly. That's the bad part. Daniel Belcher, another New England, 36 degrees where he's at. Hey, Ozark Hillbilly, saying hi to Nicole and myself. How you doing, Ozark Hillbilly? Good to see you back. Pearly Gate Farm, how you doing? Good to see you here. Chris says it's 47 in the high desert. Glad that I'm not in the desert anymore. I love it here in New England. I lived in Las Vegas for about 10 years and got used to the desert out there. But when I was in New Mexico in the high desert, well, a different animal up there. You had all that intense heat, plus you had a lot of humidity, plus the altitude to deal with. In Farmington, it was 5,625 feet, I think. Denver, Mile High City, you ain't got nothing on Farmington. But it was adjustment. So where I lived at in Oregon, I was anywhere from 6 to 36 feet above sea level. And then just in the space of a couple of days, ended up over 5,000 feet. There was some adjustment. The only time it really, really bothered me, there was a missing trail runner up at Molas Pass. Now, that's kind of between Durango and Silverton, Colorado. So I went up there to the campground where the guy had actually gone missing from. And that was, I think, around 11,000 feet. And that really got to me. I had it was dark around my peripheral vision, felt like a heavy weight on my chest. I had trouble breathing, and everything was ridiculously funny. So I went down on Main Street there in Silverton and got some canned oxygen. And that got me through, but I wanted down off there as quick as I could. It gets higher up there. There's places along the $1 Million Highway up there in Colorado that are above 13,000 feet. But I'm not meant to be at high altitudes unless I'm in a plane, apparently. Hey, April Sleester, hope I'm saying that right. Good afternoon. How you doing? Rob Napier, good morning to you there in the UK. So What time is it in the UK? I don't think it's morning there, is it? I think it's like 5 p.m. there or something. Just after, a little bit afternoon here on the East Coast of the United States. Still morning from the previous time zones, Central, Mountain, and Pacific. I haven't been to Mary Lou's, but I've heard of it. Almost beach weather in Canada, sitting at 28, and I'm hoping that's 28C and not Fahrenheit. Hey, Anthony Hudson, how you doing? Blackburn, Lancashire. Cold there where Anthony's at. Stay warm, Anthony. Hey, there's Sasha Bell. Indeed, she's dropping the link there for our new podcast, the Midnight Mailbox. What that is, that's listener stories from people like you. If you've had any kind of strange encounter, supernatural encounter, I've got a message about it here on the community tab. Send in your story if you would like me to narrate it, and that's going to be a regular feature. Plus, there's an audio version over on Spreaker. It's a separate podcast from Among the Missing. I wanted to separate the missing people stuff and then the spooky, scary, supernatural stuff. So just the missing people, I like to keep it just that. We're here to raise awareness about people that have gone missing and dangers in the national parks and how not to go missing and things like that. Very, very important. But we've got a lot of stuff coming up. I'm really looking forward to doing the Midnight Mailbox show. I've already got a lot of stories, but it's never too late to send yours in because there's going to be a lot of episodes, hopefully. And that's Midnight Mailbox. Let me put in the email address here. Midnight Mailbox 13 at gmail.com. If you'd like to hear me narrate your story, you send it there. Let me make sure I type that in correctly. Chat is running away with itself here. There you go. Midnight Mailbox 13 at gmail.com. And I worked on the artwork for it last night. Now, this isn't necessarily the final artwork, but this is how it's looking at the current time. There's the logo. And that's what's up over on Spreaker. And on the landing page over there, you have that banner with that little logo over in the corner where those skulls are. So that's a new podcast just coming out. Go over there, and I think you can follow it, even though there are no episodes up there yet. And I'll be doing some of them. I may do some live readings. I don't know yet what we're going to do, but it will be over on Spreaker. And this is a channel, Among the Missing. It has a Spreaker channel. There's links to all that in the description of this video. So go over there, give us a like and a follow. And listen in. You can download the audio over there. It's the same audio from the videos here, but without the music or anything. And wherever fine podcasts are served, you can get it on Spreaker, Apple Podcast, Amazon. There's a whole bunch of places that it's distributed to. But looking forward to reading some of your stories. It is in the on the community tab here. That noise you hear is Mulder snoring in the background. He's back here by the heater, sound asleep. But I can pin it in the comments right now. This the email address. I'm thinking that's what you want pinned. There you go. There, pinned in the messages. And hey, Gray Wolf Paranormal Lindsay, how you doing? And want to thank all the channel members that came over last night for my first channel member chat. If you are a channel member, sorry you missed it, but I'll be having another one soon. I've been threatening to do that one for a while, and finally got it up there. Just something would always happen. busy all the time, but I love it that way. I can't thank you enough for giving us the opportunity to do what we do and to raise awareness for the missing and to be the voice of those that no longer have a voice and to provide, if you will, cautionary tales with some of these national park videos so that if you do visit some of our wonderful national parks, stay safe out there. Don't want to make a video about you. Don't want you to go missing. 46 of you watching right now. Thanks for taking the time out of your day to join us here. I'll tell Nicole you said hello. I think she's in the chat, or she was. But I'll tell her you said hi, Lindsay. Oh, there's LMT back. Hey, good morning, Lindsay. I saw where you were in here earlier. Thanks for coming back and join us. Hope you got good weather in Utah. And Nicole said hi to Lance Crockett. I don't see him in the chat here, but he must be here. Hey, Lance, tell Ninja I said meow. That's his cat. Can you guys hear Mulder back there? He's really snoring away, sawing logs. Let's see, trying to think of what else we got going on. Hope you, if you haven't watched that Joshua Tree, go watch that. I really enjoyed putting that one together. And I mentioned in there, somebody had asked me since last night when that video premiered about the Graham Parsons information that I have now. It's in this book, which is now out in second edition, National Park Mysteries and Disappearances, Volume 2, California, with Yosemite, Joshua Tree, and Mount Shasta. This is just part of California, but it's in a second edition now. It's been updated. Hey, Gaz, how you doing? Hope you and Layla are well. Having curry for tea time. Love it. But I've got these. These have been out of stock for a long time, but I've got 2 and 3 in the second editions back in the Etsy shop. There's a link in the description. But yeah, the Graham Parsons passed away at the Joshua Tree Inn, which is just outside Joshua Tree National Park. And I've got a whole chapter in the book about my experiences out there when find out I forgot the chapter name. Chapter 7, Haunted Joshua Tree, but the encounter there, the ghost of the grievous angel, an attempt to contact the spirit of cosmic country rock legend Graham Parsons. So if you want to know the stuff that I got into out there at Joshua Tree, it's in this book here. Now, I may narrate that story and put it on the channel. Just be careful if you go out to Joshua Tree. It's easy. A lot of these parks, you get out in the woods or out in the desert, it all starts looking the same after a while. And thanks, Sashi Bell, for putting that up there. And I think I've still got a sale going on over there on some books, at least anyway. And then the candles and the wax soy melts that we were talking about, they're over there too. Now those are from our friend Samantha at Smooth Sensko. She makes those by hand in Connecticut, and it's good stuff. Yeah, Rock and Robin, go back and watch. Oh, you're talking about the other stream, the member stream. Yeah, go watch that. It was kind of short. I had it right before the premiere of Joshua Tree, so I only had about a half hour to talk to everybody, but so it redirected into the premiere. Hey, Mac Geek, how you doing? There you go. Bring a map and a compass and know how to use them. You'd be surprised how many people that go outdoors don't really understand how to use a map or a compass. Get you a good compass, an orienteering compass is what I prefer, and a topo map. And the topo map, you can see the elevations, so you're not, okay, I'm going to go this way, and oh, wait, there's a giant hill, there's a mountain that I've got to climb. You look at a topo map and look at the elevations and chart your way around anything that's too high to scramble over. And something else that really made a lot of sense to both Nicole and myself. In that video from last night, there was a lady from New Zealand, Claire Nelson, I believe was her name, who had an accident there in Joshua Tree. She survived, but she shattered her pelvis and dislocated her ankle just scrambling over a boulder. And she was somebody that was very, very, very inexperienced. And that was what she said, that it wasn't inexperience that caused her the problems. It was all her experience. She thought she didn't have anything to worry about. She didn't tell anybody where she was going or when she'd be back or anything like that. And it almost cost her her life. Okay, talking music questions here. You feel like you've heard everything. Are you a fan of 80s music? That's was my coming of age time. I graduated high school in 81. So listened to a lot of late 70s, early 80s music, particularly new wave, goth, um, synth, heavy synth pop and stuff. So I can make some recommendations in that area if you want something a little older. I don't listen to new music too much anymore. I tell you what, though, Lee over at First Floor Audio, he's got some original tracks that will just blow your socks off, and it's kind of in an '80s style. Boston Van Halen. The only thing I've heard even recently, and I can't think of the name of the band right now. Hey, Chairnator, how you doing, Stephen? Good to have you with us. Um, I can't. People said they sounded a lot like Zeppelin, but I can't think of the name of them. Let me look here real quick. I don't want to leave you hanging. Give me just a moment. Greta Van Fleet. GRE. Well, let me just type it in the chat here. Go check these guys out. It was just when I first heard of them, they were a lot younger, of course, than they are now. But Greta, Greta Van. Greta Van Fleet, if you like that kind of music, it's something that sounds like a modern day Led Zeppelin. Otherwise, I would recommend some of my favorite bands from the 80s. I like Crowded House, although that might not have been until later. Their first band was Split Ends. They're from Australia or New Zealand. New Zealand, I think. Split Ends, ENZ. Check them out. Of course, Kraftwerk, um, Gary Newman. Now, Gary Newman was a pioneer. He was ahead of his time. He was doing 80s music in the 70s, if you will. Um, then all through the 80s, 90s, and even today, he's still cutting edge. So check out Gary Newman if you like something like that. There's so many good bands back then that I don't even know how to remember. Just go on here on YouTube and look for like an '80s new wave synth pop playlist, and you'll find some good stuff. Maybe you find something new that you like. But Greta Van Fleet, and they said they didn't do it on purpose, but seriously, the guy sounds like a young Robert Plant. Let's see who else. I think I saw some other people pop in here. Cindy Hessen, hey, how you doing? Good to see you. But like I said, Lee, that's in here from First Floor Audio, go check his channel out. If one of you mods would drop a link to Lee's channel, uh, Thursday night he'll do Radio 1FA back-to-back original tracks. He has got some amazing compositions over there, and it's got a very 80s sound to it. I love it. There we go. Now he did music for this channel. He's done music for 13 Past Midnight and some of the other stuff that we're into. But go check Lee out. He's got some good videos over there. I sit in with him on camera. Not as much as I used to. I've just been so busy here lately. But Go over and check him out. He's live on Tuesdays. That's Night Writer, Writer, where he writes a track in just a few minutes and does a good job. He recreates everything from scratch, all the sounds and everything. Doesn't use samples or any of that. Then Thursdays, Radio 1FA, back to back original tracks. And he's got over 200 tracks that he's written, plus about 80 instrumentals, I think. And then Saturday night, he does the live singer performance where he does the most amazing cover versions you've ever heard of a lot of classic bands. And Nicole and I think a lot of his stuff is better than the original. Now, Lee may too. Sorry about Mulder back there. He's really sawing logs. Hope you can, if you can hear that, I hope you don't mind Mulder's taking a nap back there. And let's see what else we got going on here. Yeah, 80s Phil Collins. Lee does some Phil Collins songs from the 80s that are just, it will blow you away. Can you hear him back there? And then occasionally he barks in his sleep, a little woof, woof. I don't know what he's dreaming about, chasing rabbits or something. His little paws will be kicking and he whoops a tiny little bit. He sleeps a lot. He's getting old. I've had him, it'll be a few months, but I've had him 8 years, I think. And they thought he was about a year old when I got him. So he's getting on up there. A lot of people here love 80s music. Salisbury Hill. Yeah, that's one of my favorite Peter Gabriel tracks. Yeah, definitely. Love any Peter Gabriel's music from that time. Those first 4 solo albums are just incredible. Yeah, more votes of confidence there for Lee, but you won't be disappointed. Thanks, Robin. I think you'll enjoy Lee's channel over there. And I want to thank everybody that's subscribed here. We're getting close to that elusive 100K mark. Take a look here. Currently 160 subscribers away from 100,000. And I owe it all to you guys. When I started this channel in, I think it was March. So it seems like a long time ago, but it really wasn't. Just when I had the parting of the ways, shall we say, with the other channel and struck out on my own over here. Took almost 3 years to get to 100,000 over there, and I've been able to do it here with your help in it's really just been 9 months. It's been a busy 9 months, though. I moved from the desert to New England. I got married to the most beautiful, wonderful woman in the world, literally the other half of me, the piece that's always been missing. And it's been a whirlwind. And it seems like a lot longer ago than 9 months that I started this channel, but here we are. And nowhere to go but up. Enjoying the autonomy, enjoying that Nicole and I work together. And this is what we do. Loving every minute of it. And but we couldn't do it without the support of all our wonderful subscribers, channel members, and people that support us in other ways. But thank you from the bottom of our heart, and thank you from the families of the missing and those without closure. Because that's really what it's all about. We're here to keep the names and the faces and the situations out there. And if we can bring one person home or give one family closure, then we're doing what's been laid on our heart to do. And I don't want to say enjoy because that sounds harsh, but when we do those current missing cases, that sometimes the first 48 hours or even the first few days, that's the most critical time during a missing person case. And Nicole goes out and snatches those up. We've had some that happened like earlier that day or the day before, a couple of days, and I like getting them out there. Uh, Hopefully, while there's time to still make a difference, and like I said, to bring those people home. But it'll always be about the missing here, and that's why I love the creepy stuff, the supernatural stuff, the ghosts and cryptids and UFOs and all that. But I want to keep it separate from this channel, so the focus can stay on the missing here. We do a little bit of spooky stuff over here sometimes, but and that's just it with a lot of these cases. Uh, Especially people that have gone missing in the national parks and stuff. It's not anything spooky. It's not anything mysterious necessarily. It's usually they were underprepared, they were overconfident, they overestimated their abilities, and they got lost or they got injured. And it's easy to do. Just if you go out in the woods, please, please, please be careful. Take water, take appropriate clothing, let somebody know where you're going, where you tend to be back, or when you intend to be back, rather. I don't want anybody in this audience to go missing. I don't want to have to make a video about any of you guys. Hey, Melissa. Hello. Thank you for joining us. Stoic Dissension. I know of the breed, but I'm not familiar enough with it to make a recommendation as to whether or not to get one or anything particular to that breed. I've heard that, Bob Ross. I don't know about that, but thank you. And I'm appreciative. I'm thankful that people do like to listen to me. God's given me a voice that people like to listen to, and it's a gift. So in turn, I give it back to all of you and give it to the people, the voiceless, literally the people that have no voice. I like being their voice. So thanks again for being here and joining me for a cup of coffee. I'll make sure I hold it on camera there. Now, this is an unsolicited endorsement, but now that I'm a New Englander, I'm so happy to be here. Everybody here has just made me feel welcome and at home and thankful to have me here. And I'm so happy to be here. I've always felt a draw to this part of the country, even as a child. Probably end up in Maine eventually. But all the New England states are just wonderful. Well, I think I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up for today. I've got a million things to do so I can bring more content to you guys. Nicole and I have got stuff we're working on. But thank you for joining us for coffee. And I'll see you back here Friday night for the current missing person cases. And we'll have videos. I'm going to do a marathon sometime this week. I may wait until after the 1st or do it on the 1st of December. Last month I did a Welcome September actually 2 months ago. I don't know what month it is. But I'll do Welcome December, and that'll really start to right up into the Christmas season. It's not winter time yet. I'll go over there and look, Melissa. I think I do have some sales going on. If I don't, I'll set some up. These two are back in stock after being out for a while. These are the second edition. I just got these in from the publisher. Great books. That's volume 3 is the Pacific Northwest, Oregon, Washington, Idaho, and then volume 2 is just a little bit of California with Yosemite, Joshua Tree, and Mount Shasta. If you watch that Joshua Tree video yesterday, I talked about the Graham Parsons chapter that's in here, but it's a good read. And of course, I've got, not sure how many I still have. I'll have to do inventory, but Strange Things in the Woods, My Strange World, which is my own personal paranormal experiences, and the first volume of that set I was just showing you there, Great Smoky Mountains National Park. It got its own book. But go over to the Etsy shop, take advantage of any sales I might have over there. I'll go right after this and look. Now, the counts over there are accurate. It should tell you how many are available, or if it's out of stock, it'll either won't show or it'll tell you it's out of stock. But they make good gifts for people. I've sent several out this week that people were buying them for loved ones and family members for the holidays. Dimensional Horse, hey, how you doing? Good to see you with us. Getting ready for work. But again, thanks again. And if you got those personal stories, I pinned the email address as a comment in here for Midnight Mailbox, and that's coming very, very soon. I've got maybe a half dozen stories, but I'm always looking for more. That's a new podcast. It's going to be over on Spreaker, and I'll probably do something with it somewhere on YouTube, but it won't be on this channel because of I don't want to mix the content. But that's your stories, the true, the unknown, the supernatural, ghosts, cryptids, UFOs, Bigfoot, anything strange or unusual. If you experience it and want me to tell your story, to narrate it, please send it in. And the email address is pinned in this video. Midnight Mailbox 13 at gmail.com. All right, folks. Again, I'm going to wrap it up, get on out here. Thank you for taking time out of your day to join me in my day. So it became our day for Coffee with Steve. I'll see you Friday for sure. If not, what's today? Wednesday, Thursday? Yeah, I don't know if I'll have another video ready between now, but I will have one this weekend, should have. And I'm going to do a marathon sometime soon too. So watch for that. I'll just do some of our recent videos and pop in and chat with you like this while it's going on. All right, folks, have a good afternoon, good morning, good evening. Rockin' Robin, if you would send me your address again. Etsy dropped the ball on that one and kept giving me the wrong address. But we'll get you taken care of. Glad you got your books there, O Werewolf. But have a good night, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever it is, wherever you are. Have a good one. I'll see you a little further on down the trail. Be sure and tell your animals Steve says hi. See you later, everybody. Bye-bye.